Lengua 6.3. Forming the present subjunctive. We made it to the subjunctive. If you've been around Spanish language learners, the word subjunctive might already inspire a vague sense of dread. Patience is key. The subjunctive is not a verb tense, but rather a mood. So far, we have seen the imperative mood, commands, and the indicative mood, not commands. All of these sentences are in the indicative. Hablo español. Simple present indicative. Estoy hablando español. Present progressive indicative. He hablado mucho español. Present perfect indicative. Esta mañana hablé español. Preterite indicative. Cuando vivía en México, hablaba español. Imperfect indicative. The subjunctive mood does exist in English, but it is rarely used. Here is one example. It is important that you be on time. Here is another. If I were a bird, I could fly. In analyzing these sentences as English speakers, we can acknowledge that it is unusual to say you be and I were. It is harder to explain exactly why those forms work in these sentences. The subjunctive in Spanish is much more widely used, and there are many guidelines to help us determine when we should use it. We will begin exploring those guidelines in Lengua 6.4. For now, we will focus on how to form the subjunctive present tense. Follow these steps to form the subjunctive in the present tense. 1. Begin with the present indicative first-person singular conjugation, the yo form. 2. Next, drop the -o. 3. Finally, add the appropriate endings according to the chart below. For vos, use es and as. For vosotros, use eis and ais. Those endings might look backward from what we would expect for are versus and verbs, but that is not a typo. One expression that always triggers subjunctive is para que, so that. We will take advantage of the simplicity of this rule in order to give some context to our examples here. We work extra so that our daughter can take piano lessons. Trabajamos extra para que nuestra hija pueda tomar lecciones de piano. Poder, puedo, pueda. He lives in a small apartment so that his parents don't stay there. Vive en un apartamento pequeño para que sus papás no se queden allí. Quedar, quedo, queden. I give you the instructions so that you don't have problems. Te doy las instrucciones para que no tengas problemas. Tener, tengo, tengas. Stem-changing are and verbs follow the same stem-changing pattern in the subjunctive, with changes for every form except nosotros. Stem-changing verbs are trickier and also have a change in the nosotros form.